Well, good day, everybody. I still feel like this corn market's pretty interesting with what it's got going on against the dollar and what's happening with ethanol and energy. So let's talk about corn for a quick second here, at least. It's going to be obviously our biggest crop here in the U.S., but it's something that we're going to be needing to be talking about going forward. You know, it's interesting how last year and the year before was mainly a China slash soybean story. Well, now we've been thrust into this energy slash corn story. And remember, a third of our production, 5 billion bushels from a 15 billion bushel crop, really is kind of dominated by ethanol. So ethanol is going to be continue to be in the crosshairs, or corn is going to be in the crosshairs because of the energy situation. And we had oil sell off again pretty hard today with the U.S. backing out of its commitment for strategic reserve purchases. So that's going to affect us, right? So we had these corn settle unchanged on the day. Which is frightening enough, actually strong compared to what it was facing with the ethanol and what the government said about its strategic purchases. So keep that in mind. And again, energy. It's not really going to be something I think for the long term, but definitely in the short term, we're going to be talking about it because a large part of the economy is also in the energy market, and the economy slash demand. A lot of things are really driving off that, or hinging off of energy. So I can't stress enough that right now in the short term, yes, we're going to have Mother Nature. Yes, we're going to have other maybe some geopolitical issues. And to some degree, this ethanol issue or this crude oil issue is an economic kind of global geopolitical issue. And it's definitely going to affect us. So that's the corn market settling unchanged, or D's corn settling unchanged today in the face of ethanol plants shuttering. In the face of plantings at a 7-year high, or at least expected plantings up to a 7-year high. And then obviously seeing what the government's done, or stepping back from its oil purchases and seeing what oil did on the day. That's really a kind of a strong close. And then you throw in on top of it, this dollar's been as strong as of late. Let's keep an eye on that, because that's going to hurt our exports, or it could hurt our exports. The dollar being strong is another small black cloud. So really, as an experienced trader in this situation, when I start to see little negatives, or sometimes bigger than little negatives, kind of lining up, and then seeing D's corn, say, finish unchanged on the day, that's pretty gosh darn strong. So you can't really discount that. So keep looking at things and be careful about getting too short, or be careful about giving up the ghost here, because in the face of those negatives that I just rattled off, 7-year high in planted acres. We've got the ethanol, and those plants are shuttering. And we've got oil down, trading hard lower today after the U.S. pulled back from some purchases, and still settling it unchanged on the day. That's something that's pretty good. So keep that in mind. Let's take that away as a win today. Watch what the market does when it's unhinged and it's not really attached to those things. I think this could prove to be a pretty strong corn market in the short term, at least.